Ready to work with the North Carolina Army National Guard.
We were at Camp Shelby and Perry came up and wanted me to do some interior shots of the Chinook front to back in the sequence for Sean. It's a good marriage between, again, still and video to see that, technology come together.
The reason we decided to use blue screen for the jumper scene was for control and safety. It's very difficult to get an entire camera crew and lighting inside a Chinook while it's flying and shoot the jumper jumping out of the Chinook. Once we brought the jumper footage into the computer, I was able to re-rotate the jumper so he's standing on his feet again, remove the blue screen, and then remove the apparatus he's jumping on. Then what I did is I took a still frame, that photography shot of a Chinook, and I removed the grass and the green reflections on the roof from the grass because the Chinook was not flying at the time, and I composited the jumper into the Chinook. When the jumper jumps, I changed his lighting from the internal cab lighting down to sky lighting so it matches, so it gives a little bit more realism.
Something that was a little different about this project that has been different from other projects is that with this one, as the shooters were out there shooting different scenes and it would come in, I would immediately start putting it together and seeing how it would cut together and flowed with the music. So that every time they were done with the scene, the director and the shooters can all come back and see what they've done.
It is hard shooting for just 1 second, literally, of footage, and that's a whole nother ballgame. You just don't think in that mindset, and that is something that really made this piece stand out for me.
Some of those first shoots that I was involved with, we were very ambitious. We decided we're gonna take these soldiers, we're gonna go in the water, we're gonna start swimming, we're gonna have weapons, we're gonna have explosions, we're gonna be kicking down doors. And then when you tackle something that has such a large scope like this, we have to bring in a lot of resources, a lot of people, a lot of gear.
We've traveled to numerous states to do productions like this. There's a lot of pre-production before we even get on ground. You've got facilities there and weeks of planning before we even get there. So could we do it by ourselves? No way. We depend on a lot of states, a lot of units, a lot of coordination.
We had 25 soldiers that actually came on location, but we dealt with over 40 different models because we did several scenes outside the state, and we had models and other support at those states that we dealt with as well.
You've got so many different MOSs and jobs and personalities and people, and that, making sure that you can coordinate all that into one shot or a multitude of shots that we had to do, it just takes a lot of time.
I'm really excited to see the outcome of this video. It has really been a lot of work, a lot of coordination. I think hopefully they will see a side of the Guard that they did not know about, may give them another appreciation for what some of the soldiers do that are in the Guard.
As a soldier that's deployed recently and will deploy again, it really hit me on an emotional level.
It gave me goosebumps just to see something that I was a part of. It sent chills down my spine. Then you look into the lyrics, and the lyrics is just like,
it's the warrior ethos and the Army values.
I'm very, very proud of what we've done. The piece is absolutely exceptional.
How do you sum up the National Guard in, one word? Epic.
Right at me? All right, Derek.
Okay.
Just relax. In your own words, define epic. Not the video, but what epic means.
Wow, defining epic.
Ethic. Epic. Got you.
the definition of epic.
To me, epic means something out of the ordinary, extraordinary even.
Epic? You mean use the word epic?
Epic. What does epic mean?
Should I repeat the question?
How do you define epic?
Heroic, majestic.
Epic to me is powerful, intense, beyond measure.
Am I looking at you?
Yep.
All right.
Well, to me, epic is a huge undertaking. It's something obviously very monumental and large in scale.
Epic, to me, is something that makes a huge impact
You can't really define it.
Epic means something very memorable.
Let me do that. Start over again.
Impressive, grandiose.
Something that is life-changing.
Epic. Okay, epic. Epic. Okay.
Epic should invoke a response, possibly 3 different responses from the audience that sees it.
Extravagant.
Heroic.
One could be a standing ovation,
Iconic.
Huge.
chills going up their spine,
Big. Large.
Visual.
or even tears coming out of their eyes.
Superfluous, monumental.
Epictus.
Pedantic.
Yikey. What do I think about when I think of epic?
Epic is large scale.
Superior.
I am pretty epic.
Intense.
I've been around for a while, and
Overwhelming.
Might help if I knew the definition.
Get that. Oops, there's a fly on me.
And that's all I've got.
That was awesome.
Does that sound good? Is that right?
perfect. That's what I need right there.
Okay.
That's all I need.